Yay. As usual, I'm never expecting people watching live at the very beginning. So that's usually a time for me to do some checking if the audio works well. Because I don't think like last time when I had a call with Jonas, I think the audio was not the most perfect one. So yeah, let me check on YouTube and Twitch if the audio is well. And yeah, just wait for me doing the test. Okay, so I think audio on YouTube was, even if I made it super loud, it wasn't that loud. So I increased the sensitivity of the microphone. I hope that's gonna help. Now let me check Twitch. Checking. Oh, okay, cool. And now I can hear it's. I think the quality is much better now. Um, okay, so have a look. Let's have a look on the chat. Nothing's happening, so I definitely encourage you to let me know you're listening, you're there, especially so I know on what channels you're watching. So please type hello. And yeah, I mean, it's always strange for me, like saying like, "Hey, good morning," in such project, because like it's just good morning for me. Hey, Kuda, like yeah, Kuda. What time is it on your side? I don't think it's still morning. Is it already afternoon? I guess it is, right? It's like 3 or 4 hours difference between us. It's afternoon, yeah. What time is it like? Is it 1 p.m. or 1:30? Is it 3.5 hours difference or 4.5? Yeah, I also have to get used to this delay. That's not really a real time discussion. Exactly 1 p.m. Okay, cool. 3 hours. So, folks, basing on the experience from the last calls, the first thing I do to start a stream is actually share a link. So basically, like this live stream is, it's a live stream. So it goes to LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. But if you want to join me on a live stream, like share your video, audio with the community and talk in like in person, I just shared a link to Studio. Anybody really can join me live. The link to Studio is shared only in Twitch and YouTube, because Restream does not support like commenting on Twitter, because like on Twitter it's not basically possible, and LinkedIn as well. Like the whole LinkedIn, this connection between Restream, I think like in general streaming on LinkedIn, I think it's still beta and it's still in development. But yeah, huge request. If you are watching, can you check on Twitter? Because like Actually, I can check it as well because after the last stream, I got feedback from Fran that I ignored his comments on Twitter. I mean, normally I would definitely. Hey, Barbanio. I would definitely ignore Fran's comments anyway, but technically, I had no idea that it's possible to put comments in Twitter. So let let me check. Uh, so I mean, is any of you, like, if anyone watching this stream uses Twitter app on mobile, my huge request is if you could go to AsyncAPI account and try, like, see if from the app um, from the Twitter app you can add comments to a stream, because I don't see anything like this in the web UI. So might be that it's just a feature that is available in the official Twitter application. So I'd love you if you can, like, I see 3 viewers currently on Twitter. So please, if you can go to your mobile app and see if you can add comments, I would love to get your information, like information from you, if you could actually add comments, and if you could create a, like, do a screenshot from your mobile, because if you don't know yet, I think it's pretty important to say that all the streams that we are now doing with wait, wrong caption. So all the streams that we're now doing to our social media, it's done with Restream.io, and it's thanks to Restream.io team that gave us access, actually Max, who gave us access to a professional subscription for free, because Async API is an open source initiative. So I have direct contact with Restream.io team, and I can always ask them, like, how the things look like. And I actually contacted them talking about this Twitter commenting feature, and would like to share with them the screenshot, if you can do it for me. And or Fran, if you're watching, because I'm pretty sure you're still sleeping. But anyway, if you could make a screenshot for me if you're watching, that would be awesome. Okay, so what next? What next? So I'm gonna keep Twitter open on my web to see if I'm gonna see some comments. But yeah, anyway, before we start, like, again, like, if you want to interact through comments, just you have to do it through YouTube and Twitch. As you can see on the screen, I have access to those comments, and I can also reply. But the most important is you can see there a link to Restream. And the problem is, again, like, I can see this link in my video and people on YouTube and Twitch see it, but I see on Twitter that this link is not available. So let me give me a sec. I'm gonna copy the link over and put it also on Twitter. Uno momento. Per favor. Oh, okay. So I see Kuda created a tweet reply. And so Kuda, you called it a test comment. So, and my question is, like, was it really like because Fran described it as a feature that was kind of part of the broadcast, part of the stream, like a part of the video. So when you were adding this test comment, was it actually a field called comment, or actually it was just a tweet reply, because I could not see tweet replies from Fran from the last stream. That's why I think it's some kind of hidden feature or something that Fran just streamed about. But yeah, anyway, let me add the live if you want. Okay, a link shared. I think it's all good. So yeah, hey Dave. Yeah, okay. So thanks, Guda, for clarifying that. Okay, so is there any? Do you have any questions? And is anything specific you'd like me to cover? Otherwise, I'm just gonna jump into the my regular work on the presentation on how to go into like from first contribution into the TSC membership. Because I can work on the slides offline. It's just a work that I do on the stream in case there are no specific questions, especially in the mornings. I think I need to put more posters behind my video. And let's see, let's play a bit with the video until you figure out some questions you have. I have some software here. Let me modify the video. I don't know what's the name of it. What? So it's Elgato Camera Hub. Okay, cool. Oh wow. It got super bright, didn't it? What? Contrast. Why it got so bright? Come on, my eyes. What? Wow, I'm so colorful. No, I have basically no idea what I'm doing. But looks no, it's still super bright. White balance automatic. Ah, okay. No, that's not it. Oh my god. I broke my video. What the heck? I can zoom in. What? Okay. I can zoom in, but it's still too bright. It's left side. Give me a sec. I have to maybe I have to turn off the light. Now it's too dark. Okay, I think it's much better now. Okay, cool. Sorry for that. But anyway, I think you had enough time to to try asking your specific questions. So let me prepare. Sorry, it's getting hot here. I bought lamps like that are super powerful, like to like make it super light um, in the room. But these are like some old school, not LED like lamps, so they heat the room pretty much. And if you're thinking what is in my on my T-shirt, yes, because um, I'm from Poland, but I have some family in Ireland, and I just like I love this country. Whenever I can go to Ireland, I always use the opportunity, except of damn pandemia. Okay, so let's jump to the work that I started on the first stream. Let me share the screen. Okay, let me before I start, because I'm gonna hide the overlay. So just to make it clear for you folks, um, we have a hackathon running at the moment for AsyncAPI. So we have like 2 weeks left to submit. We already have few submissions, but not like huge number. And prices are, I think, pretty good. So I definitely encourage you to submit your solutions because the competition will not be very large. And if it comes to the conference, we're gonna have a conference. No worries, Sergio. Hi, Sergio. I didn't start yet. It was just a small talk of me with people in chat. So, but yeah, anyways, and in November we have a conference. Um, we just closed CFP for the conference. We had 20 amazing proposals. Now there's a group in the community that reviews them. By the end of the week, they will finish. Next week, we're going to prepare a schedule and start some marketing. But yeah, basically, you can already, go to conference.asyncapi.com and see what is it all about. And I like to clearly say that the event has 4 amazing platinum sponsors. We also have gold sponsor, and hopefully today I'm gonna announce a silver sponsor that just donated, but we need to clear some things. But yeah, basically, if it comes to the platinum sponsors, we have IBM, Ably, WSO2, and Solus. So thank you, folks. And let me hide the overlay for a second. Okay, caption as well is irrelevant now. I think the screen is shared well. I see Ace wants to join me, which is amazing. Let me check with Ace. So let me enable Ace. So Ace, for your information, you just joined a live stream that is streamed to official AsyncAPI accounts. So behave, be nice, and don't show anything bad. But anyways, hello. Are you there, Ace? Are you aware?
Hi, Lucas.
Hey,
Hi.
do you want to share your video, or are you scared and you want to run away?
Yeah, give me some few minutes.
Hey, thanks for joining.
Oh, me.
Let me adjust the video a bit. Hey, we can see you. Hey, man.
Hi, Lucas.
So to anyone watching us, this is Ace.
Hi,
Ace
guys.
is a member of the AsyncAPI TSC and the maintainer of the chatbot. And I'm not going to share more, especially the ideas I know you have in mind for the hackathon. But man, so I usually like, because I think it's your first contributor, first stream, right, Ace?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. So um, the stream is usually like it's a freestyle, no agenda. So I usually just when I
I
have an
did.
answer and when I have a question from someone from the chat, I try to answer. We just talk about contributing. But if there are no specific questions, then I just go and talk about my plans for the presentation about like journey to become Async API TSC member. But if you have a different topic you want to talk about, then I'm open for suggestions.
Oh, that's awesome. So, first of all, Lucas, I think I actually found myself in the wrong place. So, I never knew what the platform is for. I was thinking it was just like Zoom, where you get like, oh, the community meeting and stuff. Now, only for me to find myself here. I should have gone to
Um,
YouTube.
I mean that's I mean if you're here, it's already done, right? I mean
Yeah.
even if you came by mistake, I think like let's say let's pretend like let's like to all the people watching, uh please forget that Ace admitted that he's here by mistake. To be honest, he's not by mistake. He really planned to join. And now you can see we have it covered. You planned to join. So we can do some freestyle like so it's really up to you. I mean, I'm not gonna like hold you strong and keep you here. If you want to run, then feel free to run away. But we can do some freestyle. Like you remember that some time ago we talked about chatbot, but
Yeah, of course.
so I can leave away the topic of journey to become Async API TSC member, and we can talk about chatbot if you want, of course. We can talk about like what's the stage of the project, how to do it. But again, I don't want to put you under a pressure.
Sure. That's cool. That's cool, man. That's cool. Um, yeah, I feel kind of nervous right now. you know,
No
just
shit,
waking
man. No
up.
shit.
You know, just waking up, and I find myself here. Damn. Oh, that's cool. So let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
So,
Like spontaneous stuff is the best, I think. So let me stop
yeah.
sharing for now.
Okay.
And yeah, how any suggestions from you how should we
Yeah.
start? Do
Yeah.
you want to share screen or
Yeah. I'm gonna share screen.
okay?
Gonna share screen.
And as you can see from the comments in the chat, people are fully supporting you.
Yeah, they've got my back, man. I've got theirs. I've got your backs, folks. So,
Okay, I can see you sharing. I have to enable it. Okay, but you need to make it a bit larger, like increase the font
yeah,
size.
yeah. How are you? I just want to start the project first.
Sure. Do you want me to introduce to the chatbot concept in general, or um,
Yeah,
while
I would love
you're
that.
starting it?
I would love that. Yeah,
Okay,
I would
cool.
love to.
So while Ace is like starting the project, because it's there are some applications that need to be started. Some background. So basically, I'm not. I don't think I'm going to go into the details of the history of Google Summer of Code and how Ace ended up in the project. That's probably a story that Ace will share during the Async API conference. Because Ace, among other Google Summer of Code participants, will have their time during the conference to showcase their projects and basically like showcase Chatbot in more details. So yeah, basically Ace, it's like a dry run before the conference for you, like live dry run.
Yeah.
Um, so the chatbot basically concept is like to make it easy for Async API users to create Async API documents without knowing the Async API specification. But instead of having a kind of UI where you can drag and drop some elements or some different solution, we had this thought that maybe it should be a chatbot that helps you out doing it. So you basically ask a chatbot like, "Hey, can you help me out creating Async API document?" Chatbot is obviously nice and always helpful and says, "Yeah, of course I can help you." Although we can try to do it like picky on specific days, and on some day the chatbot says, "No, nah, today, maybe not today, try tomorrow." But anyway, you ask chatbot for support. Chatbot starts asking questions like, okay, what's the name of your API? Then do you have some specific connection point with your API, like servers, whatever? Then you provide answers. Yes, I have. Like, what's the name of the server? What's the URL of the server, etc., etc., etc. And like basing on your answers, chatbot generates a async API file in the background. Sounds awesome. And Ace was the one that was supposed to work on the proof of concept. So that's if it comes to the intro. Like, so the chatbot is there to help you out create Async API document. And now I hand over to you, so you can quickly showcase, and then we can talk about like how people can contribute, because like the main idea of these sessions is like contributing to Async API. And because you were offline a few days, so you could not see, but there was I'm not sure if it was on Slack or somewhere else, but somebody asked like that they would like to integrate with the chatbot. um, so basically contribute to the project by reusing chatbot API. And yeah, I think we should talk about it later, but yeah, the stage is yours, Ace, and yeah, let's go into a technical details, like how it actually works.
Oh, okay, cool. Um, hi guys. I hope you guys can see my screen.
Yeah.
Okay. So here is the chatbot. So
Well, you you have UI already for it, man. Show it. Show what.
So I don't initially I don't have a complete UI yet because I've been away for a while. So I just came back yesterday. So which means I'm going to start contributing back to the chatbot. So before I left, I have something already. So I would love to share it with you guys. So here is the chatbot. Here is Lucas, but Lucas Junior. So here is Lucas Junior. So toggle Lucas and says, "Hi, I'm Lucas Junior, a bot." So select what your interest is. So I look, I would love to generate a spec. So I just click and it says, hello, Lucas.
I think we unfortunately lost Ace for a sec.
I can even do a spec.
Okay, cool.
So I clicked it. So I hope you guys can see me.
Yeah, we had a slow delay, like you freezed for a sec, but now it's visible. So far, so good.
Oh, cool. So now Lucas asked me what version of the AsyncAPI specification am I using? Then I choose this. So it asks me what's the name of the application. Then I say, send a message. Then it asks me what's the version of my application. Now Lucas is pretty smart because if I type something else here, then Lucas tells me, "Oh, I think I've broken something."
It's just
So
that Łukasz is not so smart anyway.
no. Lucas used to be smart before I left. I think I've broken something. So I think I have to fix Lucas because Lucas was supposed to tell me something here, like through an error message, telling me, sorry, this doesn't look like a valid application version. So I guess I have to have a conversation with Lucas. So now Lucas asked me, how would I describe my application? So I was typing some random stuff. So again, it asks me more questions. Would you like to describe where your application is available and where to connect to get and send messages? I could say no, just to save time. So Saigio wants to fix Lucas. That's awesome. So um, something went wrong. So here's the thing, guys. I actually stay in a place where internet is not that friendly. So I think the network is messing up right now. So I need
Yeah,
to restart Lucas.
you also freezed for a sec, so I guess there are some issues with the
Yeah.
network.
Give me a few seconds. So
Ace maybe, um, but like Ace maybe. I mean, I'd love you to have video on, but I also know from experience that video is causing usually a
sorry
huge
guys, please
traffic.
give me a few call.
So maybe try to just turn off your
Oh,
video, because like
no,
video
I
sharing and screen sharing can put a lot of load on the network.
oh cool.
So
Okay.
leave the screen share. Oh yeah, let's see. Maybe it's gonna help out.
Okay. Sorry for the inconvenience, guys.
No worries, mate. No worries.
So now Lucas is actually asking me, would I like to specify what messages my application is producing or consuming? And I say yes. Um, I can say login. Now Lucas is actually telling me here I have to paste a schema, a JSON schema format of my message type as a payload. So I could I have to like you have to make sure it is a JSON schema. So I could just do one example. Right now I have no validations in place for the schema. So I think Sergio, I think you'll be interested in this, if you don't mind. I think Sergio is not interested, Lucas. I have to fix myself.
You just have to like Ace. You just need to take into account that like it's not real time with the chat, so
Okay.
there's always a delay. So I bet Sergio is interested. He's just a few seconds behind us.
Okay. Okay.
No
So
worries.
now, are you ready to tell me where your where channels or whatever the message is coming from? Then I say yes. What is the name of my channel topic? I can say user. So what message do you send here? Provide names with comma separated. Now you can see Lucas is pretty smart. Then it tells me existing messages you have login. So you can actually use login, because if you use any other messages, it will tell you this message doesn't you don't have this particular message. I could use sign up, an example. You see, it tells me sign up message not found. Then it asks me again, would I like to like get messages from these channels too? So I just have to provide a valid message, login, because I actually have login. Now you see, I've just like done a very simple AsyncAPI specification. So although it's actually I would have to do some reformat playground. So um,
It's a yeah, because it's a YAML, right? It's a
yeah.
YAML.
So I think I couldn't format it from there. So I would have to do it myself.
Yeah, you can like because formatting it can always take time to do it properly in the chat. So
Yeah, exactly. So
long term, just output it instead of YAML, output JSON, because JSON doesn't have to be formatted.
formatted, yeah, you're right. No, because
Yeah.
I actually spoke with Masik before I left for a while.
Yeah.
So I was planning to open an issue on the playground where the URL where the playground can actually read stuff from the URL. So the chatbot would just pass the schema in the URL, in the playground URL. So once you click the URL, it takes you to the playground. Then the playground reads the schema from the URL. So you don't
You
have
mean
to
like
like,
in the query parameter to pass
of course,
encoded file?
schema,
Yeah.
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 So that's like the basic introduction to what the chatbot can actually now. It can generate a schema for you right now. So I think it's quite broken. So I think help of Sagio, we can actually like fix Lucas back to make Lucas function as
Mhm.
expected. So we still have a lot of, I know we have a very, very wacky UI right now. So we'll also look forward to like improve the UI anyway. So
Yeah. So I mean, I love it. I love it. Like, so
sure.
I honestly haven't seen the chatbot implementation in the UI. Whenever I talked with Ace about it, I it was always like this initial implementation was to do it through a command line. So I love it. Like, it looks pretty, except of my face visible there. Uh, And if it's junior, remember I sent you a picture of me being a junior
Yeah, of course.
where I have much more hair on my head. So let's try a different picture if you really want to keep me there. So yeah. But yeah,
Sure,
it's
sure.
I love it. I love it. So basically, can you open where the repo is located so others can see it?
Yeah, we can. Oh, I still have one more thing because we are actually trying to make chatbots. Um, okay, how do I share the link? Um, hey guys, am I audible, Lucas?
Yeah, yeah, you're audible all the time. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. So here's a repo for the chatbot in case you guys want to check it out. Opening more issues, I think Sagio and I would actually go hands in hand. Like, I think Sagio is more interested than I am.
Hmm. Which is awesome. Uh, I
So
hope that
yeah,
people will like it. So
sure.
okay, so can you turn on video back again?
Oh, of
And
course.
I will disable screen sharing so far. So
No, no, no. Wait.
oh,
Before you
okay,
disable screen sharing, I would. Yeah, sure.
yeah, yeah.
So, I actually have this idea of not just making chatbots, being able to just generate specific.
We lost you for a sec. Ace. Okay, I think we lost Ace. So because I see him like he vanished from the Restream.io UI. So in the meantime, before Ace tries to join again, um, so let me talk about the chatbot a bit. So first of all, yeah, I shared a link in the YouTube and Twitch. What do you have to know about the status of the project? The status is like it's still um, POC, right? Like proof of concept. Um, I don't think it's MVP, like a really something minimal we can use, because the main focus of the project was to actually prove that it makes sense. And I mean, seeing this chat UI, I think it actually, I think it's already proved that it makes sense to invest some time into it. Um, so the project itself, it's Node.js project, and important to know from the technical point of view is like three three main components at the moment in the chatbot repo. So one is the CLI, right? So the chatbot repo has two projects: a chatbot CLI, so you can talk to the server, um, like have this conversation that you could see now Ace had through the UI. So that's one thing. The next thing is the other project is the server. So it's a it's like a layer between the client and the chatbot backend, and this middleware layer, like middle whatever name is, like chatbot server, it's responsible for um, um, communication between the client, of course, and the chatbot API, and it's responsible for validating and generating async API file, so you can get it back. It is a WebSocket. It has a WebSocket API, and I think that's it if it comes to basics. Like, all is written with focus that the most important is POC. So I mean, Ace is not here, so we can't really discuss. But I think the best would be, like, if, of course, if the chatbot server is a WebSocket API, and we want to have it, like, the vision for long term is to have it like public, that anyone can integrate with, and we want to have it hosted as an official server from AsyncAPI. There is some discussions I have with DigitalOcean. They expressed that they could support us, and like Sergio did some initial research on how much resources we need from them. We're like, there's no answer yet from them. So Sergio, I know you're the most interested with it, but yeah, we want to host this WebSocket API, and would be cool, of course, if we work on the like production ready chatbot server, maybe using Glee, because Glee is like already supporting WebSocket, and yeah, WebSocket needs async API, obviously. So I think it would be cool to work on the final version, using Glee. But the initial version is there. As far as I know, also Ace uses his private DigitalOcean account to host it. But yeah, again, we don't want to expose it too much to not generate costs for Ace. It should be covered by Async API initiative. Cheers. So, so I told you already about two parts of the project. So client, server, and the third part is the chatbot. Chatbot, like a chatbot backend. So the all the smart setup that can actually understand intents and suggest the answers. So basically, a place where we train the chatbot model to be smart enough to give proper answers. And I don't remember the name, but give me a second. I'm gonna tell you what's the backend, because there are many different backends. Yeah. So the tool that we're using is with AI. It has one big disadvantage. It's Facebook owned. Facebook haters. But the cool stuff is that they're hosting it for free, and you can use it for free. They have good API, and they also have a good UI to interact with the model, and understand the questions coming to the chatbot to properly model it with the chatbot. So that's what we're using for now. But definitely, the ultimate goal is to not use with AI, to not be dependent on some free backend. But we would like to use, again, I don't remember what it was, but it's some different platform like with AI, but it's open source and we can host it on our own. And we choose with AI because there are ways to export the model we trained with AI, and we can export it and import into this different platform. So we're not losing the whole training. So so these three parts are the most important in the project, and you can contribute to each one of them. So the client, of course, but I don't think it requires much contribution, because client is purely just for POC. The ultimate goal is to have it like a beautiful UI that chatbot component, basically UI component that anybody could use and in their applications. So but that's a that's not even in the repo anywhere because it's something that Ace just started. So, but if it comes to the terminal client, I don't think it makes sense to make any contributions to it because ultimately better if the chatbot is somehow integrated with AsyncAPI CLI. So the whole interface between the terminal and the chatbot API should be done on the CLI level, Async API CLI level. Now we need contribution to the server, and as I said, like open up an issue and let's discuss how we can rewrite server to use maybe Glee. I think it would be super cool because we would have I think it would be a first tool that we have at Async API initiative that is actually using Async API and some Async API tool depends on it. Like that would be cool, I think. And we have Ace back. Ace, you there? Might. I think you're audible. I see some mouse clicking.
Hey, sorry, Lucas.
No worries. Can you turn on the video without because you're not sharing screen? Unless you want to go back into
Don't know
screen
what's
sharing.
wrong with this folks today.
Okay, so let me just continue. So I think I covered like okay, so how we can work on the server, and but where we also need help, like volunteers, uh, would be to would be nice to have volunteers helping up with training the model, like looking on the questions that come from people that use chatbot, and see how chatbot matched the responses and adjust, like basically do the manual stuff that you always have to do with the model, like fix how chatbot understands questions. I think that's the hardest. I think like have people that constantly look, especially when more people will start using chatbot. We need some kind of way of training the model the best way we can, because that's the core of the whole idea. Um, so Ace, are you there? Because I think I covered everything if it comes to details on how to contribute to the project, like what parts are the most important.
Hey, Lucas.
Hey,
Yeah,
I can hear you.
I think my network is pretty messed up right now. So
No,
I,
no worries.
yeah.
I was when you were out, I was just introducing people to the structure of the project, talking about the client, about the server, with AI a bit, like what are the plans. So no worries. I was talking a lot, so so
Oh, cool.
we that's fine. Do you want to share again the screen?
Yeah, of course, I would like.
Okay, okay.
And
Let's do it. Let's try again.
so, guys, I'm really sorry for everything that just happened. That I was lost. So I will do better next time.
No need to apology, man. All good.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we can see your screen now.
Okay, cool. So I was saying something about trying to make the chatbot a little bit more flexible. So I started thinking of what can we do with the chatbot apart from the specifications. So I had these two things in mind. I was thinking, what if the chatbot could help give people help, like and support, like people that are new to the initiative, or people that are looking for ways to like ways around something, not like coming to Slack the Slack channel every time and throwing questions out there. So I was thinking, what if there is a way in which the chatbot could help? So I don't have anything implemented for now. So I think I will just open an issue or a discussion in the GitHub repo to probably kickstart or kick off some stuff and see what people will have in mind and what they would love to see eventually.
I think it's best idea you can have really. So just go into community repo. We have this discussions tab now opened, and under the ideas category, just create a thread like to talk about the chatbot, like where we can integrate it. Because I guess, like for example, for me, it's clear that it should be in the studio, but maybe people have different ideas. Like I told you, I remember, I just don't know where. Yes, I know. So I started a. It was not a discussion about the ideas we can have with chatbot. It was rather a kind of idea from my side for people that do hackathon, like what ideas would like they to work on. And I suggested like somebody could work on a Slack application that talks to our chatbot. So you
Yeah,
can basically talk to chatbot from Slack.
via Slack.
Yeah, and there was already a comment from someone from the community that actually it's even more like it's not just Slack. People can build in integration in Telegram, in VS Code Studio. Like, because basically, if we were have a server with WebSocket API maintained by us, then people can integrate it however they want. It's actually it's going to be actually open to anyone to integrate with it. Like you can have a chat component like the one that you showed. We can have it embedded in Studio, but I guess the chatbot component, it's going to be open source, and it's going to be like generic enough that you can embed it in any UI, right?
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna send you like later after the stream, or actually I can, while after the stream, I can now put the link to the discussion I mentioned. I can put it into the chat. But I like Ace, I strongly encourage you to like create a separate idea to talk about the future of the chatbot. That would be cool to see. Yeah. Anything else, Ace, you want to add?
Oh, okay. Awesome. Yeah. Now, no. No.
Okay. Okay. Cool. You can share your screen back again. I disabled the screen sharing. So I think also one important info for folks like you, when you watched presentation from Ace, and you could see that there's this question like, what's the schema for your message? And you basically have to paste the schema. It might not be obvious, but yeah, the reason is, AsyncAPI supports multiple different schemas. So in the chatbot, we obviously focused on AsyncAPI only. So we didn't want to go now into details of JSON schema or Avro schema and have a chatbot that can actually ask you like, do you have additional properties for your schema? Like if this property is of type string or integer. Like we didn't want to go this path. So the best way, the easiest way to go forward was to just ask the person that interacts with the chatbot to just paste entire schema as a string. So that's something. I mean, something to discuss as well in the in this discussion that Ace will create. But I mean, if we are gonna have a proof that this chatbot really works and people find it useful, I think that others should follow this path, right? Like having a chatbot for JSON schema and others like have those models and also public APIs with these models that we can also use in this UI. So we don't ask user to paste the schema, but we actually then talk to the chatbot that is trained for JSON schema. But yeah, that's just a additional information you should you should know about the the current chatbot, that it's only focusing on async API. Okay, so it's 11, so 1 hour passed. Ace, man, like even though you came here by accident, I loved it. I mean, not sure how people watching the stream, but that was awesome. Like spontaneous streams are, I think, the best. I mean, unfortunately, I have to apologize you, but because when I was when you joined, I was sharing the screen and I could see your message on Slack, so I shared my screen a bit, so it was visible my discussion with you on Slack. So sorry for that. But
Yeah, you
basically,
know
it's
about that.
also transparent. So people are now aware that I was really afraid of what's happening with you because you vanished for a few days, and so that's why I'm also so happy seeing you, and especially
Sure.
on the live stream. So that's happy you're back, and thank you again for joining.
Yeah. Hi guys.
Yeah. So yeah, until the next stream is in few hours. It's gonna be 4 p.m. UTC, 6 p.m. Um, 6 6 p.m. Central European time, and we're gonna have a discussion about how to contribute to Glee project. And Fran Mendez will join me. Thank you all for watching, and yeah, again, thanks, Ace. Cheers.